Hey guys, what is going on? So I wanted to hop on here really quickly for today. It is Thankful Thursday. Thank God it is. Hey Hope Above, hey Shayna. So I really wanted to just hop on here really quickly. When I tell y'all, this message is like on my heart. And y'all know anytime that I have something on my heart, I always sprinkle some energy, I always get on here and share, because I know that it can be things that's going on in real people's lives as well. So today has been this week alone has been a crazy topsy-turvy week in business, okay? That is. And it's also been a very grateful week. It's also been a really great learning lesson week. But today, guys, I'm telling y'all, and this is why it's like so important. Can y'all hear me clearly? Because sometimes my microphone, when it's like sitting down, it don't be doing it right. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Which it probably is going. Okay, good. All right, so as you guys know, and look at that, it's about to start raining, of course. And y'all know I'm on my way to the supermarket per usual. But I was like, I gotta get on here and I gotta share this message. So today, in honor of Thankful Thursday, you guys know that we're in the process of, aside from just being educated minds, and helping childcare entrepreneurs grow, and aside from our space of the CEO Circle, which is my favorite humble above, so I'm super grateful for them ladies over there in our new community. But we are really big on, and this is something that's so new, is our Calvin Ellis Memorial Scholarship. And so this is the week, and today has been the day that your girl actually sat down and read the applications. Like, I've been glancing over the applications, you know, like looking, seeing GPAs and all that stuff, because kids are getting ready to graduate in about 3-4 weeks. Our kids are getting ready to graduate in about 3 or 4 weeks. And so today, when I was reading their resumes and reading their applications and reading their essays on why they should be chosen as a recipient for the scholarship, when I tell y'all that, like, my heart just I literally cried. Like, I'm just getting done from crying. Okay, that's why your girl got this head on and my locks gotta get done. But I literally just got done from just like crying and boo-hooing, because I'm telling y'all, like, reading these other children's stories on their loss of their parents, whether it's mom, dad, grandma, whatever the case like that may be, I just really get on here to share with you guys today. Like, don't think that your life and don't think that your world and your problems are that big of a deal. That's just like what I go to say, and I truly try to follow that like 5-second rule or 5-minute rule or 5-moment rule. Like, if something that you're going through right now is not going to shape or change the next 5 years of your life, it is not meant to dwell on your mindset for the next day, 2 days. Like, life is short, you know. And I said it to say, because I've had a hell of a week. I've had a long week. I've had a tiresome week. I've had an emotional roller coaster week. But reading these children essays and knowing that I'm blessed enough to give someone $5,000 for them to go to college, you know, it like really warmed my heart, you know. And calling the parents today and just letting them know that they moved to the next phase of the interview process, like, it really warmed my heart. You know, and it doesn't matter what I'm going through. What I'm going through is going through right now. But, like, we got to practice. Can we just normalize for a moment being grateful? Okay? Can we normalize for a moment being grateful for the stuff that we already have in front of us? Not the stuff that we want already, not the stuff that we praying for in our prayer closets, not the stuff that every single time is something happening or something, it's always going to be a problem. It's always going to be something going wrong. But I'm telling you, we have to practice and we have to normalize gratitude. So if you did not thank him today, if you are frustrated today, if you are tired this week, if this message is for you and you genuinely feel like, yo, like I think I'm at my wit's end. Like I might be having a nervous breakdown. I might be suffering from depression. I might just be tired of being broke. I might just be suffering from isolation. Like it's so many things that can go on in our world on a day-to-day basis. But I get on here to share with you guys a testimony of strength and a testimony of wisdom and a testimony of gratitude. So be grateful for the bed that you're already sleeping in. Be grateful for the money that you do already have. Be grateful for the family and the friends. It's a support system that lifts you up on a daily basis. Be grateful for the children that you already have. Be grateful for the job that you already have. Okay? I'm telling you, you have to make sure that you're constantly practicing gratitude, because it takes one moment for you to get like caught up and wrapped up in the craziness of the world. And I had a check today. Like I checked myself today. Like, damn, you think that you got problems, you think that you got money issues, you think you got staffing problems, you think you got business, but it's some children out here and it's some people out here dealing with real life. I don't know where I'm gonna sleep tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to eat today. I don't know how I'm going to survive till next month. I don't know what I'm going to put on my children or my clothes or my bag. Okay? So we have to normalize being grateful. We have to normalize accepting where we are, knowing that you're doing everything that you can possibly do, but be grateful for that lesson. Be grateful for the lesson in your home. Be grateful for the lesson in your friendships and your family. Be grateful for the mercy that God grants you every single day. I'm telling you, because I checked myself today and I was like, I got problems. We all got problems. Everybody got different problems at different levels. It don't matter where you at in life. It don't matter where your business is at in life. But I'm truly getting on here to tell that next woman and or man or sir, if this is for you, you got this. But you have to start being grateful for what you already have. Be grateful for your eyesight. Some people don't got eyes. Be grateful for your health. It's some people that died in their sleep last night. Right? You have to be grateful for what you already have. And I know that it's so much more easier said than done. But it's easier said than done because we get caught up in our minds. And it's not until you see somebody else's story, or it's not until you see somebody else's moment or what their current reality is, that you're like, oh shit, let me be grateful for where I'm at. Let me be grateful. My problems ain't nothing to somebody else. Right? And me reading those essays today from the children and just hearing the gratitude from their parent or their guardian, you know, that they're just like so grateful for the scholarship. It literally warmed my heart. Like, Dom, keep going. Dom, this is meant. Dom, you are meant to impact. You are meant to uplift others. Your story will impact someone. I'm literally reading their essays and I'm like, wow, I can't believe this young lady has dealt with all this loss and she still got a crazy GPA. And I'm reading multiple children's essays, right? Because now I got to choose which student we're giving out a $5,000 scholarship. So now I got to choose which students are getting the essay, are getting the scholarship. But when I tell y'all that the stories touched my heart, it reminded me of where I used to be. Okay? It reminded me of how I used to feel. It reminded me of the struggle that I used to be in emotionally. That is, when you lose someone. And so I say that to remember, everywhere that you are right now, you prayed for this space of life. You prayed for this chapter of life. You asked for it. And so it's given. So don't quit now. Don't give up now. Because remember, you prayed for this space. So we got new prayers. We got new wishes. We got new desires. But if we're not already grateful for this space that we're in, you can forget that being a blessing to you. Be grateful for the struggle. Be grateful for the challenge. Pick your head up. It ain't the end of the world. It feels like it's the end of the world. Hell yeah, I know it. Because I feel like the end of the world to me. But let me tell you something. It's not the end of the world. And one thing that's for certain and two things for sure. Every single thing that you are going through right now, you've worked through this before. You just couldn't see it. Right? So this little struggle that you're going through right now, this challenge that you're going through right now, this like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to wake up and get out the bed right now. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to make my bills. I don't know how I'm going to pay my staff. I don't know how I'm going to deal with all these different challenges that you're going through. Forget being an entrepreneur. You are a woman first. Okay? And I share that to say you've been through another tough moment, whether it was a year ago, whether it was 6 months ago, whether it was 7 years ago. Every single challenge that I go through in my life, I can guarantee you that I went through it before. Every single challenge that I've gone through in my life, God has literally laid those steps. The year or two before, they're like, nah, I thought that was the end, but I made it out. I thought that was the end, but I succeeded. Okay? I'm telling you, you have to stay the course. Trust the process. She said, I'm contemplating quitting because of the lack of enrollment. Trust the process. Everything is a lesson. Every single thing is a lesson. It's just a matter on whether you're going to stay the course. And let me tell you something, right? Every single time that I kept being in my negative Nancy space, because I could be negative Nancy as much as sometimes I'd be like, oh, let me sprinkle energy. I got negative Nancy moments. Why? Because your girl is human, just like anybody else. But every single time that I thought that it was like the wit's end, like it's over with, I could do nothing but just give it unto him. I literally could do nothing but give it unto him. That's why I recreated my prayer closet. I didn't recreate my prayer closet because I just was like, oh, let me do it today. I'm like, no, this got to get done. I got to reconnect with him because he is in charge of every single thing. Every step that's ordained is designed for me. Every struggle that I'm going through is designed for me. I've learned some lessons along the way. I learn lessons every single day. Okay? But I'm telling you, you think that your story is like, oh my God, like, I just don't know how I'm going to make it. Why is this happening to me? Why am I not growing? Why am I not getting children? Why am I not having staff? Be grateful for the little bit of staff that you do have. Be grateful for the little bit of children that you do have. Be grateful for the little bit of income that is coming in. You have to, and not no fake gratefulness neither. Not no fake gratitude. I'm talking real gratitude. Like find a way to switch that frown upside down. Okay? You have to make sure, like you said, you put your faith in front of your fear. You know why? Because faith and fear cannot live in the same house. And even though it's easier said than done, faith and fear cannot live in the same house. So your faith is being ultimately challenged right now in every area of your life. The world is changing. This is not normal. Like where we are, the economy and the ups and downs and the inflation and the children and the staffing is not normal. But one thing I know is that it's going to get better. You know why? Because I believe it. I still believe in myself. I still believe in my business. I still believe in my vision. And I don't care, no matter who your higher power is, you have to get on your knees and you have to pray and you have to be grateful. You have to write it out. I don't care if you're tired of writing out, I need more children. I need more. Be grateful for the children that you already have. Be grateful for the staff that you already have. Be grateful for the networks and the collaborations that you already have. Be grateful for the husband and the family and the mother and the children and the relationships that you already have. Don't allow daycare or childcare just to ruin your whole day and your whole world. Because it can do that. It's hard being an entrepreneur. It's even harder being a serial entrepreneur, switching hats every other day. Okay? So I'm telling you, like, I get on here today because I'm telling you, I had a crazy week. I had a challenge today, and I was like, before I run into this supermarket right now, let me get on here and share this message, because when it's on my heart, it's for somebody to hear. And me reading those essays today for the Calvin Ellis, I never did nothing special to create no scholarship. I never did nothing fancy. I never had no collaborations. This is out of my pure own grind and hard money. Because let me tell you something, when you give back, it is the best feeling in the world. There's no amount of money that can compare to when I'm literally gifting someone $5,000. There's no amount of money in the world when someone reads my Darling Mrs. Daddy book and I know that that parent has cried at night. There's no amount of money when you give, you receive. Okay? And yes, we get to the bag. And yes, we get money. But at the end of the day, it is about how are you changing lives? How are you impacting? And let me tell you something. You're not just changing a life just because you own a daycare center. You're not just changing a life just because we get paid for that, right? It's about what do you do extra? How are you impacting someone else? Okay? So I shared it to say, like, be grateful. But I also share it to say, if you find that you're not grateful, like, imagine today I didn't read those essays and I was having a hard day today, right? Like, so just imagine I didn't read them and I was having a hard day today. In my mind, I would be like, damn, I gotta talk to somebody. I gotta get this out. I gotta communicate. That's why you have to surround yourself by other people and other women that's gonna remind you when you're having those tough moments, like, sis, you got this. Okay? That's why you gotta surround yourself by other high vibrational people that's going to uplift you when you're having your moments, because you're human. I don't care how great you're doing, you're always gonna have a moment. Okay? So I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you surround yourself by other people. You have to practice your gratitude. Start tonight. Start this morning. You woke up today. Your feet hit the ground today. That means God is not done with you yet. Okay? You still have the flexibility to turn that key and open your doors. God is not done with you yet. I got some daycare centers. I got some clients that then literally shut their daycare down and relocate it, and they're starting all over again. God is not done with you yet. Yes, the childcare industry is hard. Yes, the childcare industry can be even sometimes feel like you want to quit. But I'm telling you, we have to practice gratitude for where you already are, because your story is not as bad as the next person's. Your circumstance is not as bad as the next person. So be grateful for the children you already have. Be grateful for the staff that you already have. Be grateful for the marketing that you can already afford. Right? Be grateful for the lives that you already impact. You have to practice gratitude on a daily. So if you woke up and today is like, dog, I don't feel like dealing with this. I don't even want to be bothered. Change your attitude. Change your attitude. When you change your attitude, you change your altitude. When you change your attitude, you change your altitude. It's not that life is happening to you. Everything is designed and in order. So that low enrollment, that no staff, all of those things that's going on in childcare right now, I'm telling you, it's teaching you for the next 10 years. I might be calm right now in this space because guess what? I done been through a season back in 2008, 2010, when the government wasn't paying childcare centers because of the economy, right? I done been through it and seen it. So these hiccups that we go through in business, that previous lesson taught me how to be stronger. So know that ultimately at the end of the day, one day is one day. Don't take yesterday into today. So today, don't take it into tomorrow. Okay? I had to share that. Yes. Renew your mind. And guess what? If you got to take a step back, like sometimes we got to do that. Like sometimes us in business, you got to take a step back to really see what you're doing. Because if not, you're running the wheel. Like you're just running that wheel. Sometimes you got to take a step back to see like, what am I really doing? Is this really working? Can I go back to the basics? We were talking about that in our CEO circle last week about going back to the basics. Sometimes the things you thought that was working ain't working right now, and it's all good. Go back to the basics. Go back to what originally started making you money. I'm telling you, you'd be so surprised. And that's why I love our new community of the CEO circle, because like you want to be vulnerable. We got a lot of stuff going on in here. As a CEO, we deal with a lot of stuff. We interact with a lot of people. We hear a lot of stories. We hear a lot of things that's going on. Okay, so I say that to say, like, just make sure ultimately at the end of the day that you are surrounding yourself by someone. Make sure at the end of the day that you wake up grateful. So if you don't do anything else today from this live that you watch, I challenge you to just take a moment and get your journal out or get a blank piece of paper out and write down 5 things that you are grateful for today. It is Thankful Thursday. You're not too busy for that. You're not too busy for that. Okay? Any other business ideas? In which aspect? Hey, Bianca. You're welcome. I'm telling y'all, like, just today when I read those scholarship applications, I was like, yo, I am so grateful for where I already am. And I am so grateful that I am blessed enough to give students $5,000 to go to college. Like, that's a blessing for me. You know, I'm grateful that I'm in a position to be able to do that. No matter what my challenges are, no matter what I got going on in my life, you got to stop and get out the wheel sometimes and be like, yo, I'm blessed. Yo, I'm favored. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do for me every day. Thank you for all that you do and surround me by. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for allowing me to have a family. Thank you for allowing me to have parents that care about me. Thank you for allowing me to have a supportive mindset, a supportive team, a supportive circle. Thank you for my health and strength. Thank you for my hands and my feet. Thank you for my warm bed that I lay in. Thank you for the challenges that I've already been through, because if it wasn't for those challenges, I wouldn't be in this position today. Thank you. Let's practice and normalize the concept of gratitude. Okay? We have to do that. It is so, so important. And I guarantee you, make it a ritual. Make it a routine. Yeah, we get sidetracked. That's just the devil to get you sideswiped. But where you are right now, whether it's school, whether it's job, whether it's career, whether it's relationship, you prayed for this moment. You prayed for this space, because we get caught up in the next space. Like, I want to be here. I want to do this. I want to have that. That's all good. But let's be grateful for where we are right now. So whether you get on your knees, whether you journal, whether you just say thank you out loud, whether you say thank you to the people that are around you, be grateful for where you are. Journal 5 things that you are grateful for every single day. It's no way that we wake up in the world and we wake up in the day every single day and we forget to thank him for the things that he has already blessed upon us, right? It's no way that you wake up because you're so busy and we're rushing to get to that daycare that we didn't say, thank you, God, for allowing me to have a daycare to go to. Hey, mentee. It's no way that we woke up this morning and said, oh, I'm too busy, I didn't get a chance. Thank you, God, for the car that you allowed me to have to get to my job. Thank you, God, for the business and the mission and the vision that you poured upon me, that I was actually able to carry it out. That takes a soldier. I'm telling you, okay? You have to be grateful for where you currently are. Thank the small things that you already have. Don't worry about the big stuff. It's going to come. Just keep doing what you already doing. Just keep trusting your process. Yes, you might got to pivot, right? We were talking about that the other day in our CEO circle. Yes, you got to pivot. Yes, you got to start from the basics. Yes, there's going to be some things that you can do. And yes, there's going to be some things that you can't do. But it's okay. It's your story. It's your process. You're blessed. The fact that you can even get on here and watch this live today and allow me to pour unto you and refill your spirit, that's a blessing. I don't care what I don't got today. I don't care what I don't have tomorrow. I don't care what staff member pissed me off. I'm going to make time to say thank you unto him. You have to be grateful, okay? I want to start my home daycare, but want to hire a teacher. Yes. If you're looking for the startup, make sure you take the Childcare Startup University course. And actually, which is really, really good. I told her, anybody that's taking the Childcare Startup University course, have you seen any one of the flyers? You take the Childcare Startup course and you get a chance to skip your member dues, so you have access into the CEO circle in our private Facebook group. Okay, so you basically get 2 for 1. Yes, despite the struggle, he still blesses us. Yes, he does. I'm telling you, I'm blessed all the time. I was like, damn, Dom, you had a hard week. Damn, Dom, you might have took some financial losses. But guess what, girl? You could bless 2 other kids with $5,000 to go to college because their life is ahead of them. They didn't ask for their parent to be gone. I'm grateful that I'm even in a position to be able to do that. So you ask yourself, because I know that when my time is done and my time is over, I want God to say to me, job well done. I don't want him to say, well, Dom, you made all the money, you did all great, but what did you do to give back? How did you help other people? How did you uplift other people? What impact did you make in this world? I sent you down here for a reason, not just a season. So be grateful for where you are. And if you don't know, ask. I don't know, Lord, I need clarity. I don't know what my next move is. Guide me in discernment. Make sure that you ask that of him. Okay? It doesn't matter who your power is. It doesn't matter who you pray to. You have to make sure that you are grounded and you are focused. You have to make sure that you block out all the distractions, because let me tell you something. Them distractions, they're just the devil. Sometimes the distractions are just there to make us feel like we don't got this. Like, how many times y'all wake up and be like, yo, I don't know if I'm going to make it through the day. Yo, I don't know if I'm going to make it through tomorrow. It's just a distraction. You got this. And whether you got it, you may not got what you want, but that means that he don't have that for you, and that's okay. It may not be your season. It's okay. Keep working. This may be your struggle season. It's okay. Keep working. Because let me tell you something. Right now, where you are, you prayed for this. I remember this time right here. I prayed for this. Where I'm at 4 or 5 years ago, these moments, this house, this car, this husband, these businesses, I prayed for this. So now I got a new set of prayers. Now I got to put in a new set of work. Now I got to strengthen my faith even more. And I got to show him that I am worthy of that next blessing. But that don't mean I'm going to have an attitude and I'm going to be negative the whole way through. I'm going to pout till I get what I want. No, I'm going to stay grounded. I'm going to still say thank you. I'm going to still write down my gratitudes. I'm going to still say my affirmations. And I'm going to still give back. It has to be within you. Change your altitude. Change your attitude to increase where you are. Be grateful. Stop worrying about like, oh, this didn't happen for me. Why not you? Why not you? You're no different. We're no different from everybody else. We're no better than anybody else. You are a soldier. And if you believe in yourself and you believe in your vision and you believe in your mission, he will see it through. Don't mean he's going to see it through the way you want to see it through, but he will see it through. So if you didn't have faith before, gain it now. If you never said thank you on a regular basis, make that a part of your habit. Make that a part of your routine. Okay? I'm telling you, it has to be like, you have to make sure. And that's why, which is really, really good. I have a good friend of mine, and she's just always so good, and she's always uplifting, and she's a pastor. And so a part of the CEO circle, one of the things that I want to do as we go into the month of June, I'm going to be bringing her in every month just for a mental health check. Because us as CEOs, like, we go through so much. Like, we really, really do. And I'm telling you, like, I love my CEO circle, not just because it's other women in there that are childcare providers, but I love the vulnerability of them. You know, I love the rawness of them. I love how they're able to say, look, I lost this much. I got this much big. Look, this was a lesson that I learned. Look, I actually can't afford that. Look, I actually can't do this. Like, be real, be vulnerable. That's the best way that you grow. I love listening to their stories because it reminds me of my stories and allows me to continue to pour unto them. Okay, so if you're looking for a sisterhood or you need this every day, all the time, uplifting, I just had to hop on IG today just to uplift you guys, because I'm like, I know if I'm going through it, I know that there's so many other people going through it. But if you're looking for that sisterhood, if you're looking to be in that space that you see this on a regular, join the CEO circle. It's that simple. It's as easy. It's as literally as cheap as $29 a month. That's as simple after you pay your member dues. Okay, our member dues is for me to be able to bring guest speakers in and host events and give you guys master classes and all of that great good stuff. But it's $29 a month after you pay your member dues, and your member dues are only $2.99 once a year. So we can all afford $2.99 once a year, and then $29 a month after that. It's super, super affordable. But I really love it for the space of my childcare providers that are either family-based or small or kind of mid-size, anything 45 and under, because that's the sector that we're in, and that's the space where our CEO members are, because our challenges and our problems are a little bit different. So I love the CEO circle, just seeing the women, like, even just when I was looking on the Zoom yesterday, I'm like, yo, I'm the youngest in the group. But I love when my mom come on there, and I love she give her wisdom, and I love when the other people give their wisdom, because this is real life stuff we're going through. So, like, just imagine you connecting with another family-based childcare provider that's in a whole 7 states away from you, or seeing what she doing, and you like, dang, I want to try that. You know, or them getting on there and sharing some of their wins, or just getting on there and sharing their real life testimonials. Like, that is a major level of sacrifice, and that is a major level of strength to be able to share your vulnerability with another woman. And that is what the CEO circle is about. Okay, but I'm not going to stay on here too long. I said I was just hopping on here real fast, guys, just to make sure that you practice your gratitudes, just to make sure that you give grace, You give grace to yourself. Give grace to your mindset. Give grace to your mental health. Okay? Because you're doing what you need to do. And be grateful for what you already have. Because again, where we at right here, you pray for this moment. Okay? There was a time when you didn't have what you have right now. Remember that. Don't get so caught up in the what you want and the what's not happening. Be grateful for what you already have. Okay? Thank you guys for joining in. Make sure that you tap in. We are going live next Wednesday in our CEO circle. We're doing everything summer camp and masterclass. So it's a brainstorming. I wanted to make it like more of an interactive brainstorming conversation for the CEO circle. Just so that we can brainstorm summer camp ideas and share Q&As and all that great good stuff. So make sure that y'all tap in the CEO circle. I don't get on here as often as I used to on live, just because the CEO circle is where is it at. That's my community. That's my loyal community of the women that's always in there. So that I had to get on here and drop this spiritual gem today. Because it just really, really warmed my heart and it really, really touched my heart. But make sure that you guys tap in if you're looking for that uplift on that motivation on a daily and on a regular. Because the CEO circle is where it's at. But make sure